found out that there is a plant which is even more capable of binding fine dust and then converting it into biomass. So that's what really fascinated us.
Moss cultures have the ability to absorb our pollutants out of the air. They are over 500 million years old. Over 20,000 different species are on our planet. You find them in the desert, but also on the North Pole. So they are really adapted to their climate you can find them in. The initial idea was that we bring these mosses back to cities.
Moss literally eats all the pollution and then converts it into biomass, and this is unlike anything else on this planet.
Our solutions are not meant to replace the trees, but it's about enhancing the ecosystem. You know, we have an advantage in front of every other solution in the market, which is a psychological factor, because we bring nature back to the city.
Me and my team, we came up with our way of producing moss mats vertically, which nobody else is doing, basically. We're also conducting a lot of basic research to understand the moss a lot better. Motivation for working for Green City Solutions and coming here to work every day is that I miss mapping. Actually, since I've been working here in the countryside, working a lot with moss, I haven't had to use my inhaler in months.
In 2011, I went back to Shanghai to my family, and I had an internship, a prolonged internship there, and I did a lot of outdoor activities, including sports. And after a while, I started to notice that my health deteriorated, and I didn't know where that came from. So in the beginning, I thought maybe I caught a flu, I caught the cold. So I stayed indoors, I reduced the activities, and it did get slightly better. But only when I went back to Germany, it completely vanished. And that's where I realized that it was the outdoor air quality that caused a massive impact on my health.
I saw a speech from the 90s where politicians talked about that we have to change our behavior and the CO2 output, and nothing happened. And now we see that things are starting to be better.
For instance, there's this one story about an installation we did in Budapest, and there was an elderly couple who lived really close by. They told me personally, like, how after we installed the CityTree, the dust that was always covering the windows reduced for a while.
It's an eye-opener for them that the moss we use to clean the city is basically the same moss which is in their backyard or at a wall somewhere, and everybody thinks it's just something bad which you have to take out, but it's the opposite. So that's a beautiful thing that people have really this trigger of, oh great, now I know that it's part of the whole ecosystem which makes our lives better.